The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade. Tom O'Brien, we do wish it. We do thank you for growling and prowling with us out here, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 110. You get the Nasdaq up 35. S&Ps are up 18. We have the gold contract up 1290 at 1,077. Silver's up 14 at 1424. And every Monday, Tuesday, folks, we got our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks, with us. Kevin does an outstanding show every Monday, Tuesday, 12 noon, swim lessons right here at TFNN, brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Now, if you haven't test drove the Thinkorswim platform, folks, great time to do it. You're going to have some time off over the holidays. You can go over to our website, hit the banner, bring up the account. You can be able to trade with paper money. You can listen to Kevin, Scott, and Cindy right here at TFNN Monday to Tuesday. Once you bring up the account, of course, you can listen right on their website. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Happy Monday, Tom. How you doing, Tommy?
What's happening,
How's everything
Kevin?
going, guys?
It's going good. We got some nice volatility in the market. You know, there's nothing like markets moving around. This week will be, I suspect, not as volatile, but we had some good juice last week, no doubt.
Right. We're getting into a short week here. I'm actually really impressed that this market has opened up this morning.
Yeah.
Frankly, I was having drinks Friday night after work, and I'm thinking I thought they'd hit futures Sunday night and be down Monday morning and then maybe rally. But they're up and they're staying up so far. So I'm fairly impressed with this market today.
Yeah, it's gonna. There's no doubt.
They ain't over yet though. But
no.
Yeah, so far so good.
I guess the amount of energy that it took, last week also to go down that fast.
Yeah.
And the volume behind that move was intense. And of course, it's option expiration. But if I've learned anything, where that volume's going, even on option expiration, is saying quite a bit. So.
Well, you know what you have, Tom, because there's so much. The DEEF contracts and the Jan contracts are historically the two biggest open interest contracts.
Are they? Oh, that's great to know.
Because Jans, think about it, Tom. Jans are all the long terms.
Okay.
Right? From 2 years ago, they all drift into the Jan contract.
Wow, that's cool to know.
So January is usually the biggest expiration in terms of volume of the year.
Okay.
Because of the long terms, that
Sure.
contract has been open for 2 full years.
Yeah.
You get some big volumes there. There were some big numbers on Friday.
No, there's no doubt. Let's see. So we have we're closed Friday.
We have 2 weeks coming up where we're closed on Friday.
Right.
New Year's and Christmas fall on a Friday.
Right. Now it's interesting too. And folks, the noon show, it's an amazing show. If you trade options at all, you should be listening to this every day. Because what does happen is that normally we average 21 trading days a month. When you take out the whole year, but in a month like this, there's going to be more decay, isn't there?
You've got to set yourself up. And really, if you remember the shows we did earlier in the month, I was talking about exactly this. You got to set yourself up for this week
be
ready.
Right.
All right. And now you should be, as you get, some of the front month options, the front week options, these things are pretty beat up because people are doing that. They're taking time out of the options. So you got to prepare for that ahead of time. Now, right now, you should be trading and making your strategy ready for January, early January to mid-January.
Yeah.
And what you've got planned for that and what you see going in, right after the first of the year. So we're going to talk a lot about that on today's show. We're going to focus on what I think personally is the hidden gem of the whole Thinkorswim platform, which is the option statistics page.
Yeah, right.
Which really breaks down, where the volatility is trading right now, where that volatility that's trading right now sets up historically.
Okay.
And so you can judge, is this volatility high or is it low?
Yes.
based on the range of high to low.
Yes. And then, of course, you decide what defined risk you want coming off of that, which is really
Right,
cool.
and then but based on that, you plug in the right option strategy for the current volatility level. A 28 volatility may seem low or high in Apple, but it's a whole different if you're trading like GE at a 28 volatility. Two different animals, with the same number.
And folks, what's so cool is that when Kevin, Scott, and Cindy are doing the show, they're plugging these in. And what you'll see, just like, you're sitting in your office or home, when you plug it in, some of them will say, oh, hold it, I don't like that one. Then you plug in another one, which is so cool, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like you take, you just don't take a number, folks, and you put it in and say, oh, this is a good one. It's going to tell you what the statistic is, and then you can decide, okay, is that good for you or not good for you, and you go from there, which is really
right.
Yeah.
But this stock's trading at a low volatility. This other one's trading at a high volatility. Two different option strategies based on where those two are trading historically.
Yeah, no doubt.
And the strategy sets up based on those volatilities.
Yeah, absolutely fabulous. So, right here, folks. Now, if you're listening in your car on the West Coast, remember that you can get them right on your cell phone, TFNN.MOBI. That gets you the full audio. You want to get the video, just go to TFNN.com. On the right-hand side, you're going to see Tiger TV. You hit Tiger TV. You'll not only get the video, you'll get the audio, you get the video where Kevin was just explaining the option analytics page. You're going to see the page. You're going to see how they put it in. You're going to see how it changes the setup of the trade, which is just so cool, man.
Right.
Well, listen, man, you have a great day, a safe day, and we look forward to listening to you in a few hours, man.
Always fun to speak with you guys. Have a great day.
You too, man. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
Bye-bye.
I was just thinking there were huge opportunities in options last week. You got to be on the right side of the trade. There were huge opportunities to lose a lot of money too.
Sure.
I mean, especially if you ever, you're going wrong on both sides, you could try and swing it. But if you can time that market with those types of swings, especially in an option market, that's huge. It is.
There's no doubt.
And on both sides, maybe there's big opportunities this week, like you guys talked about taking off some of that premium, where what if the market doesn't do anything this week, right?
Exactly. Exactly. And what you do have, the way the market moved last week, that takes a huge amount of energy.
There's a lot of action.
There's a lot of action, and it has to digest that action.
Yeah.
That's
a lot of people's not their hands were revealed, but their orders were processed. Their actions were taken.
Yes. Yes. And so what does end up happening now is you can expect a bounce like this. Now, if this bounce is on light volume, folks, this is. My take would be it's setting up a large ABC down.
Good, yeah. And just think about, so all those people acted on however they wanted to act, whether they were buying or selling.
Yes.
So it's like for that action to continue, there has to be more action.
Right.
Well, I mean, who's going to step in and continue that action, right? So that's why I just think about it intuitively. It takes a little pause, but just like you said, so maybe all the sellers, they came in real hard and they exhausted that group for a little while or something.
Oh, yeah.
And then, and so then there can be a rise. But guess what? If sentiment is that people are bearish with the real money, then they'll come back in, whether it's them or the next wave.
That's right. They're waiting for that rise.
Right. Yeah, that's all right. I mean,
that's. So if we go over, let's take a look at it's amazing that the oil market just can't breathe. I mean, it's just like over the top. It's let's say CLF6. We take a look at this oil market, just hanging right at the lows. Actually, what is interesting out here today is that gasoline, which has been up, has taken a hit.
Larry talked about this in his newsletter he put out this morning.
Yeah, well, it's a good hit, man. This has been consolidating. It's like, okay, so now gasoline's going to blow through the lows of 119. Gasoline's down 4.5 pennies. At 122, and
so that just popped this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, this has come down this morning. Yeah, right. But what is wild is that
Larry hadn't talked about that pop yet. Just so he hadn't seen. He put out his weekly that he did very early into last night. But just how that plays into the crude completely.
It does. I mean, it looks like it's going to break.
Now, if that goes bearish, though, from what Larry had been saying, and this is in his newsletter,
Yeah.
people can go sign up for it, Fibonacci 24/7,
Yes.
send out those charts,
Yeah.
get a free trial, and so giving them a little insight into this morning's letter.
Right.
But he was talking about how gasoline had actually been showing a little bit of strength.
It
And
has,
then, and then if that had persisted, maybe that showed that oil might be coming off its bottom.
I agree. That's
so
what's
that's
surprising.
why I couldn't look at this and not say anything after said Larry was talking about that, because he wasn't talking about that, and maybe that...
No, that's what's surprising.
He wasn't saying, oil was going either way, because he was also talking about how people, even in the press, they're talking about it can be $20 oil. You're hearing it a lot, that it's
Right.
so bearish that it could actually go there.
No doubt.
And he just brought up on the other side, gasoline had been doing well, though, and if gasoline's doing well, that means that oil should be doing well. Seeing that is not good.
Yeah, 138. Let me just see something. I think
I listened to some of Larry today. I wonder what he was saying.
38, 128. That's 17 cents. You know what this is happening? Well, it's going to get interesting here too. Is that this is setting up a Gartley? It's setting up a Gartley buy actually. So it wouldn't take more. 17 cents away from.
Can you go over where you're seeing that?
Yeah. So it'll be 138.
Okay.
You know,
at the top of November.
Then you're coming down to 121. You're going back up into the 131, and it'll be down here somewhere. Well, 131 away from 17. That's 115. Approximately 113. It hasn't broken this B point yet, which is 121, 26. Yeah, well, it has. Let's just go back on the other
I just
side.
didn't follow you there on the Gartley. Isn't a Gartley? I mean, I just didn't follow. You just.
It would be lower. It's going to be a much lower point out here, but.
Okay, I don't.
I'll go over as soon as we come back.
Okay.
Dow Industrials right now up 121. You get the Nasdaq up 43. S&Ps are up 20. Gold contract up 12.80. You got the silver up 15. And gold and silver, folks, had a chance to jump off the cliff, and they didn't, thank God. Tommy and I are going to be right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 106. You get the Nasdaq up 38. S&Ps are up 18.5. And don't forget, folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see right in the front page, today is the last day of the Tiger Dollar sale. So if you want to make 25% on your money, if you have subscriptions at TFNN, you're looking to get subscriptions in the next, year, whatever, 6 months, check it out on the front page of TFNN. This is a special one because what we do is we donate 5% of the cash value up to $1,000 to Salvation Army in your name. Over $1,000, we donate 10%. And bottom line is that it will be over tonight, right?
Yes. We'll get in the office whatever time we get in tomorrow and just probably change the page and then just start doing the accounting on it. So we say tonight, it won't be midnight, but it will be whatever time that we pop in the office tomorrow, 7, 8 in the morning.
And the way, if you buy $500 worth of Tiger Dollars, you get $625 to spend. We donate $25 to Salvation Army in your name. They send you the tax deductible certificate. So it's a nice deal if you do have any product at TFNN, you're looking for any product, totally transferable and no expiration date. Gold. Let's go to the gold market. When we left here on Friday, bottom line is that gold could have jumped off this cliff in a big way.
Action in gold.
This is, folks, this is so cool. It's actually, so picture this. This is where you can look at the divergence in the market also, meaning that in the gold market right now, the market doesn't have any volume, but the gold market does. We've already done 76,000 contracts. You're coming into 143,000. Now, the big spike is from December 4th. That's at 209,000. So up at the 1,088, I'd like it to not hit that baby out here today.
Sure.
But build cause right underneath it. And silver actually was more encouraging. And not that I'm not trading silver, not in the silver market right now. Well, we own a couple silver equities. But what I mean specifically is the silver trade itself, that is what we needed. That absolutely, it had 2 false breaks downtown.
Yeah.
Underneath that $14 level, and then come right back topside. So that's a big number in the context that the dollar index was still high on Friday.
Okay.
That it didn't get crushed, and gold went.
Yes.
Today the dollar's down 306, and it hasn't got crushed yet either. I mean, it's going to get intriguing with the dollar because what it has done is this. It went higher last Thursday, lower Friday, both times at light volume. Today it has light volume. So it's in a range right now, but it's not saying that it wants to go to as high as the lows really.
Yes.
So that's going to be That's going to be important because going forward, it's like, okay, what's the dollar going to do in correlation to the other currencies and what that's going to do to the market?
Did you see 60 Minutes last night at all? They had Apple.
I thought that was one of, folks, if you want to see that 60
It was
Minutes.
good, for sure.
It was inspiring.
What part of it was inspiring?
I like the idea of the designer, Ives.
Okay.
I mean, he was just amazing. Do you know what I mean?
Quite a gig to have, right?
Not only quite a gig.
He was great. No, he was for sure.
It was
You can't help but be like, what a cool job, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And just being so meticulous, you could. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was good. It was.
I enjoyed the aspect that his vision. It was Ives too. It wasn't. Tim Cook was good. Okay. He has a harder. I mean, coming after Steve Jobs, that's hard. Period. You know what I mean?
Sure.
There's no doubt about that.
And then he has a different responsibility to be the CEO.
He does.
Can't be the inspiring, creative, far out-reaching mind because that's a little scary if you're the CEO.
Did you hear what he said about Jobs? That no one liked him?
I don't know if I heard that one. No, I didn't listen to it meticulously.
So folks, what happened? I've never seen the movies about Steve Jobs, but this was Charlie Rose had asked Tim Cook something about Steve Jobs, and Tim Cook says, I never met anyone that liked Steve Jobs. He says, but boy, he was just an inspiration. Okay. And it was just so weird.
Nice.
And I've heard it. I mean, but it's like, wow, that's pretty wild. But it's there's no doubt that guy, and what's impressive, inside their design department, folks, it had, for the last 15 years, only 2 people have left.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They take care of the people.
And how about their new campus?
Yes,
Yeah.
very cool.
Pretty amazing.
I was thinking it's good to be king, right? As in you get an hour-long special the weekend before Christmas, on your products and your design and how great you are.
No doubt. and you know what? It didn't do anything for the stock. I said this morning. Listen, being shot the cues.
It's good to be king. Only Apple gets 60 minutes to say how cool they are the week before Christmas.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow's up 110. Nasdaq's up 38. S&Ps are up 18. We'll get right back.
It's true. Life is all about choices. At Everbank, they're making it easy for you to make a smart one with this special cash offer. Open a new yield pledge money market account with funds from another financial institution, or deposit new funds into an existing yield pledge money market account, and you could earn up to a $500 cash reward. And if you're opening a new account, you'll also get their new higher 6-month bonus interest rate, along with their yield pledge promise that ensures your yield will always be in the top 5% of competitive accounts at banks nationwide. Open a new account or add to one. It's your choice. To qualify, you must meet balance and other limited time offer requirements. Go to everbank.com/TFNN for details and deposit options, or speak with one of their banking specialists at 1-855-750-4051 for more information. You must act by December 31st, 2015 to be eligible. Everbank is a member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile based scanner in the industry, powered by the acclaimed with Taz proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the Taz Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN has just announced a brand new morning lineup that is geared specifically for traders in this volatile traders market. Every morning at 8 a.m., John Logan starts things off with his daily program, The Global Market Pulse. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento trades the market during the market open Monday through Friday on Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom O'Brien hosts the Money Masters for the hour, and Basil Chapman hosts his Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. till noon every market day, these traders are with you as they provide up-to-the-second market information so that you can make the most educated and profitable trades possible. The new TFNN morning lineup is happening right now. Tune in to see for yourself what kind of actionable trading discussion they have each morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m., live only on Tiger TV at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 117. You get the Nasdaq up 40. S&Ps are up 19.5. And if we go back with the Apple interview again, a couple of targets in the den are saying that they were showing that the largest supplier of Apple is Foxconn.
Yes.
And then they're showing Foxconn the manufacturing plants, and that was pretty intense because
Go ahead, yeah.
Well, inside, what happened, folks, is that they're showing a building, and the building, the workers live in the building, and they actually had to put nets on outside because so many people were jumping to their death.
Yeah, they were like suicide net. Now, I had heard that many times before.
No, I did too.
Yeah, that was a really big
we had to
story
bring
in
it
its
up.
own right.
Sure. And it's interesting because Z's bringing it up in the aspect that what was happening in New York City in the 1910s.
Sure. So what I found, and I remember that part, and they asked them, the interviewer asked Tim Cook if he was using it for the low wages.
Right.
And he came back real hard that he was using them for their skills.
Yeah.
And he made it sound like China has great vocational schools and like America isn't training anybody for skills.
Right.
And I don't think the interviewer pressed him hard enough that like we're mass producing everything in Chinese businesses with suicide nets outside because everyone's so skilled. I don't think the interviewer pressed like that one point enough.
Right.
I just think he got away with that, saying we're just using their skills. They're using their skills because they are more skilled for the wages they're getting paid. That was you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're very highly skilled. They are. They're just willing to work for much less wages at those high skills that they have.
No doubt. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
The thing that's so watch the yin. Not that the yin and yang in this, folks, but I actually go back far enough to remember some of these places in Chinatown in Boston.
Okay. You say these like producing places?
Producing places that were fire traps beyond belief.
Okay. Again, when you say a fire trap,
everyone had sewing machines.
Poor conditions.
The way that worked then is this.
Okay.
Is that everything, not everything, but the manufacturing, you could walk downtown Boston, you'd look up, and building upon building and windows upon windows, right? Thousands of sewing machines, right?
Okay.
But everything was militarized.
Okay.
Right? So you'd go in at a certain time, you leave at a certain time.
Sure.
And so people look at that in China and they think that's different. I remember it here in the 50s. My mother, I remember she worked for the AT&T. I was maybe 6, 7 years old, and then sometimes I'd go up to work with her. I used to take the T when I was 5 years old. So I'd take the T, jump in downtown Boston, right? I'd go up to the telephone company, wait for her, and they couldn't leave to do anything, and you hear all these ladies complaining like beyond belief, like coming out because it was like the Gestapo.
Yeah,
you know.
sure.
So I remember that in Boston.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
sure.
So it's not that far flung. I'm not agreeing. You know, you want the best working condition you can get,
Sure,
but you know, it's not like that far out.
Oh no,
You
no,
know?
it's not at all. Yeah,
No.
it's not. That's why I'm saying that they could find plenty of workers like that here. They just have to pay them a lot more. Or,
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was getting nervous then too.
I don't know. No, I don't think he was getting nervous. I just saw it as like, how are you not following that question up when he's like, we just want great vocational skills, so that's why we've chose Foxconn in China. It's
Yeah,
like,
right.
That's not,
Right.
it's because you're getting those skills at a price.
Oh,
That's
yeah, huge. So the gold market's still catching a bid. It's going to be, between. And you know what you do have? So I believe. Let me just see if I can find this article. There was an article out here. GCH. Sorry. That this is the most bearish that even. No, I don't have it. That money managers have been in the gold market, and shot the gold market.
Okay.
It's
not just gold; it's commodities.
It's all
It's
commodities,
like,
yeah.
that's why I can see it. It's,
Right.
It's a
Right.
bearishness that they're looking at that commodity market. It's a tough one to go long in with the way commodities are getting hit.
Well, and it's particularly, there was another article I read, and this was basically a decent article in the aspect that how can you, when we had interest rates at zero, gold didn't move. So gold hit its high in 2011.
Yeah.
We've had interest rates at zero. You can make the case that that's the best time to own gold because you're at zero and not making
Sure.
anything else. So this analyst was making the case that, well, rates are going to go up. Why do you want to own gold now? Well, the case, folks, would have to be that we're in inflation right now, and the underlying inflation is happening. So
Yes.
we'll see whether that's the case.
We will.
I know in this area right here. So let me see, $50. Yeah, the hospitals, Baycare hospitals, right, just gave their nurses a 10% raise
Okay.
in 1 year.
Yeah.
That's a big number.
Yeah, that is.
Now they need nurses down here
Okay.
too. Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's
When
another
you say
side.
that right away, man, well, that makes sense. We know that, healthcare is a flourishing market, especially in Florida.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I thought that was a big number.
Oh, that's a big number.
I
Without
thought
a
that
doubt.
was a
They don't have to. I mean, they could probably wow
Be-
people with a 5% raise
because
across the board.
that's 10% on regular pay.
right. I mean, if you're making 50, 60 grand, that's $5 or $6 grand. Boom.
And they're not.
That's a big.
That's on a base of 80 to start.
Right. I was choosing like a lower.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's
that's big money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so when it was like, okay, man,
Yeah.
this is. But of course, we've talked about this before. Third-party billings are always the easiest
Okay.
to make money, and that's healthcare, insurance. That third-party billing system is where prices always get out of control.
Yeah.
You're
billing somebody else for a service. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
And then the structure is no one's watching the till.
Yeah. Right.
It's
Right,
like,
for
okay,
sure.
it's not like a bill coming into us like,
Right,
what is this?
for sure.
How are we going to pay this?
For sure.
Who
It is.
signed off on this? No.
is.
Let's take a look at some of the higher volume stocks, and I suspect what we're going to have out here today, folks, is it's going to be a low volume market. So we have, let's see, Disney's down $1.50. Now here. Let's go to Disney first, because this is
ESPN.
ESPN.
I've been seeing a lot of reports about ESPN.
And so picture this. This is what's amazing. Star Wars broke every single record.
Yeah.
Okay. And guess what? Disney wants to lower price, and
It really is. I mean, I saw. So they shattered records for Star Wars. They
Yes.
took in over $500 million worldwide.
I know.
They only bought the franchise for $4 billion.
4.2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like
Exactly.
so within 3 days they've recouped 1/8 of that cost.
Right.
And who
Right.
knows what they're going to make come
Forever.
Star Wars for exactly.
Oh, they
and just
already-
on this release, let alone I'm talking like in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh no doubt.
Yeah.
No
Because
doubt.
I plan on seeing it and I haven't seen it yet.
I can't wait to see
Yeah.
it. And this, was the CEO was on Bloomberg this morning, and he was saying that the ESPN is overblown, but that market,
Sorry, what does that mean? He's saying that it was overblown.
he's saying that the cord cutting from ESPN
Okay.
is overblown.
As in, it's not as big of a deal as everyone's making
Yeah,
it out to be.
yeah.
Okay.
But he's the one that made it a big deal. That-
Okay.
That was, what happened on the conference call when that gap down like this is that this day here on August 5th, he came up with numbers, and then on the conference call, he said he was concerned that they lost so many subscribers.
Sure.
You know, it's a problem.
Yeah.
You know, it's sports. You know, there's you know what I think another larger problem is going to be for the networks too is that NFL network.
Yeah, the Red Zone channel you're talking, or the NFL Network. Incomplete.
Just in the future.
All of it. Yeah,
in the
for sure.
future.
Right.
You know, because
the NFL's smart. They're building their own distribution network.
Because when I look at, you know, if I look at my watching TV last 2 weeks, right? It would be, it'd be Saturday Night Live.
Nice.
And it'd be.
And that's only because we're dealing with politics right now.
Oh my
when
God,
SNL
it's so
is
funny.
Good,
It's hilarious. It's awesome. It's all football. It's hockey. And then who's the guy that on 11:30 at night? It's Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon. It's one of them.
Okay.
That on NBC. I like him too.
I'm not Jimmy Fallon. is what I'm gonna say.
And that's it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, okay, so it's all football.
I know. So do you watch any Peak DC and HBO or Showtime? I would agree there. I like those.
Oh, yeah. No,
HBO is.
I just haven't in the last couple
Yeah.
weeks, but I like both of those for sure.
Yeah.
And of course, you know.
I mean, I would just go for literally. I'd go HBO. I'd probably go ESPN.
Yep.
And beyond that, I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
It goes that quick, you know. But you look at. I mean, I was listening to. I think it was CNBC today, and they were talking about this morning, and they were just talking about the $80 cable packages. You know, that's a tough one to maintain. As in, that's going away. And so how is ESPN going to deal with the fact that, you know, people are used to paying $80 and they're used to that money getting siphoned off to ESPN.
Okay.
But people aren't going to want to pay $80 for a bunch of channels that they never watch anymore.
No.
And that's not going to be long. And I forget who was saying it, but I disagree with that completely. It keeps going over and over. It's like, think how many channels you actually pay for that you never watch.
It's crazy.
That's long past due for that to be taken out of the equation.
And what's also happened is that just like us at TFNN on TV, it's got too easy for everything else.
And that adds to it, right?
Yeah.
It's like when you can pay small amounts for things that you enjoy, whether it's just Netflix,
Right.
$9 for something you enjoy.
Right.
That's what brings it back into reality, where that's either going to push cable out of it or cable's going to adapt. Because you can't stay where you charge $80 for 80 channels and you watch 3. You know, whereas you pay $9 for Netflix and you enjoy it and you watch a lot of it, and so.
The best deal, no doubt,
Yeah.
for me is Netflix.
Oh.
That's like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So we take a look at some of these commodities out here. Oh, look at natural gas. Let's see. Natural gas finally got a bid underneath it. So let's see what we got. That's up 7%. Let's see what they're doing. Look at that bid. That's a bid. Okay, let's see what we got moving here. Wow. Okay, so we just went from, it's 750 this morning. We're at 187. You're at 205, and you get some juice behind it. That's going to get, we'll see how the first retracement comes down. So if we get a retracement, whether it takes a couple of days and you got it on lighter volume, you might get some action. It's about time.
Yeah, that's a big bar in that chart.
Oh, it's huge, man.
There hasn't been many bars that
No.
look like strength in that chart
No.
at all, so that's got to be encouraging if you're trying to find a bottom there.
And folks, wait for that retracement, man, because the retracement's going to tell you more. And every time it's retraced, it's
And
failed.
you can see, you know, if you just draw some trend lines, I mean, you're still well within a negative trend there for sure.
Oh,
so
yeah. Big time.
it would have to really get up to like 220 before it's probably jumping over any big line that you're putting on top of there.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
that's double the move it's already had.
And it hasn't got any cooler across the country.
No, I know. We had a nice cool weekend, but now we're going to come back into some heat. We're going to get 3 straight days of highs almost reaching 90.
I know. Well, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking on Christmas Day we can have brunch and then we'll go on the boat.
I know, right? It's going to be 90.
Rich and I were talking about last
totally.
night. It says, you know what? Why not do something early?
In
Well,
Boston,
the
they're
ball in
gonna
the
be-
afternoon would be hilarious.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure plenty of people are going to be doing it, man.
Yeah. It's like, oh my God.
That's why you live in Florida.
Unreal. Let me take a look at some of these Dow stocks out here. I know what I want to look at. Good old Amazon. I was on Amazon last night. Look at that. Amazon's taking a lot of money, man.
I took a walk on Sunday, and I walked out on the street, and there's mail trucks. So first, mail trucks are everywhere on Sunday, which they never usually are. And I think they're just delivering these special packages where it's delivery for packages. And a guy opened up the back of his mail truck. It was like all Amazon. That's all it was.
Wow.
That's what it seemed like, yeah. I mean, literally. So
how cool is that?
What got me thinking is, they're thinking about doing their own delivery. Or you hear the headlines, the news talking about they could do their own. I mean, U.S. Postal Service carriers are almost Amazon delivery men, especially when you talk about on Sundays. So you look at that. I mean, they've almost built the model up already where on Sunday, if they're just delivering Christmas packages, I wonder what that percentage is of Amazon versus. It just seems so high.
Oh, no.
Literally, just visually, you opened up. I mean, you know what an Amazon box looks like.
Exactly.
They have those wrappers. You can tell.
They do.
And they were all Amazon.
And there's going to be more of them.
And I was buying this weekend, and same deal.
Yeah. Because Amazon's it's not getting off those highs, man.
When you think about it, everywhere has good shipping. They do. Around right now, they usually are trying, and it's because they're probably trying to compete with Amazon. As in, you can't charge for shipping. When people say, "Why would I buy it off you if I can just go buy it off of Amazon?" I get free shipping.
Last night, I just said to Bridget, just start with Amazon.
Right.
Because they have everything.
Right.
Because there's all of the merchants there that, and what happens, folks, if you have the Prime, the way to do it is that you start and you just hit Prime on the right-hand side.
To make sure everything you're looking at is Prime?
Yeah, nice. It's going to get delivered. Why not?
Oh, yeah. I try and, now I don't check that, but I'm very aware of what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the last time I didn't order something that was Prime, as in they have things that...
They do.
Yeah.
They have that much.
Right.
Isn't that wild, man?
Yeah, they've got some storage.
It's
going back to 60 Minutes. I've seen a cool 60 Minutes on them as well, where they go through kind of just how they're storing everything. And
yeah. Well, and they're I mean, that about 30 miles away from here, they've just opened another center, right?
Yeah.
A new center.
Yeah. I have a very rudimentary understanding of it, but it's really cool when you look at the sophistication of how they're storing everything.
Yeah.
And it's not just like, let's put it alphabetical, because they take into consideration, well, this object would fit well with this object, and then they'd combine to store in one place, and as opposed to, so you have all these boxes matching with each other, and I mean...
It's the Rubik's Cube.
Right. The sophistication, the genius it would take to say, put this puzzle in the smallest box possible, right? And they take every item,
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Dow right now is up 87. Nasdaq's up 33. S&Ps are up 16. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Tommy O'Brien, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. And, folks, if you do enjoy the program, please tell 3 people. We really do appreciate it. You're getting us some great numbers, and that's a beautiful thing. Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, is going to be coming up next, growling and prowling with you. And then, of course, we get Steve Rhodes, Dave.
Don't forget about swim lessons at noon.
Swim lessons at noon.
That's
a big one. Kevin Hinks.
Scott Connor, Cindy Faber, check out their option program. It is awesome. It is. I'm going to be listening.
No, there's no doubt, man. And if you haven't test drove the Thinkorswim platform, folks, great time to do it.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's awesome. And as you talked about, if you're able to view it, they're using their own platform as they're going through it. And so, they talk about their goalposts, right? And that's where your break-evens is on each side, maybe, and just options. I've said before, I like that stuff. Where's your break-even? Where's your max loss? Where's your max profit? Where's your... I mean, as a guy that really likes numbers, and there's a lot of people listening to us really like numbers, if you're in the market, options is a cool game, and they have the education. They really do.
It is. And what happens, as you said last week, visually watching that is huge.
Yeah,
man. It's a different
with
ball.
options. I remember when I took the Series 7 initially. Visually with options is a big deal.
Yeah.
Seeing that on a price axis with everything in terms of your max loss being capped out up until a certain price point. And then you begin to recoup your losses, and then at a certain price point you get into positive territory, and then of course sometimes your profit is uncapped. If you're in just a call or whatever it is. I mean, it's
And they're just really good at it too. They're
check it out at noon. If you listen to it once or twice, I think you'll be hooked.
You'll be there. Yeah. Z in the den was saying that
some action.
The cattle market, folks, man, it went living up. So that's going to be pretty intense. Even watching that shake out tomorrow morning, and limit up is a big number. So 4.5 pennies ends up being 16. Well, a penny is $400, I believe. So that's at least $1,600. Well, that's $1,800. Yeah, $400. Tick value, right? Would that be right? Tick value is $10. $400 a point. Yeah. So 16. That's $1,800. That's an $1,800 move.
Yes. You're right. So you're looking at it's 130. It's $400 per point.
Yeah.
And so it went up 4.5 points. Yeah. From like 125 to 130. Yeah.
Yeah. And it opened like that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't trade futures enough to know, but you gotta have some a stomach for that if you're in a position that they say, sorry, come back tomorrow, we'll see if we can get you out of it.
Yes, and it's very that's very unusual too.
Yeah, no, it's
and there is
volatile.
ways to at least cover it in the option market, but it's going to cost you a fortune.
Yeah.
But guess what? It can cost you a fortune anyway.
You're already in a bad position.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. Volume, you're going to see it's going to be tepid volume out here today. We're at 234 million in the NYSE.
Traffic wasn't anything today. The parking lot was empty. Kids are on vacation. They just got off, right, in Florida. So that's really when...
You get 2 full weeks off.
Yeah, most times they get 2 full weeks.
I guess so.
Yeah. I mean, you usually get
Why
at least...
don't we get 2 weeks off?
Yeah. Talk to the market.
Yeah, seriously, man.
Yeah.
You know. XAU, the HUI, if we take a look at both of those, they're getting higher in the XAU's up $1.31, 45.85. That, also, now the XAU and the HUI, which is cool, didn't get out of the zone downtown. And what you also have is that, and I talked about this earlier, so we had volume, folks, on the markets on the way down. But if you look at the XAU, guess what? That's volume on the way up.
It's quite a little spike.
It's a huge spike. And, I remember, years ago, I've always got, a lot of questions about that because it's option expiration. You can expect that you're going to get volume. But what I've found is that you will get volume. If it's going to go up, you're going to get volume up.
Right.
You can get croaked.
The price action means more on those moments.
No doubt.
Makes sense. Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Basil Chapman's going to be coming up next. Don't forget about the Tiger Dollars, folks. This is the last day going right until tomorrow morning for the Tiger Dollars. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.